Hello everyone, welcome to The Geekdom, the place where we outcast come to talk about the things we love, and today, it's Day of the Departed. That's right, Ninjago fans, today is known in the Ninjago universe as the Day of the Departed. It's the anniversary of that film that came out a good few years ago now, had some amazing sets, some amazing minifigures, but today we're not here to talk about that specifically. Today we're doing our top 10 Ninjago characters of all time in celebration of this Ninjago holiday. Now, before we get into it, I do want to ask that you could like and subscribe down below. I know we've been a bit absent on the channel recently. Life's just been a little bit hectic, but if you want to help support the channel and let it grow so that I don't have a hectic life and I can invest all my time into this, then please do so down below. It would be a really, really big help. So we're going to start off in the number 10 spot, and I just want to let you know, this list is probably going to anger some people. It probably will. Because I know a lot of you guys are very passionate about your Ninjago characters, but in the number 10 spot, we have Nia. Now, I love Nia, right? There's so many characters in Ninjago I love, I just had to put them in a certain order. Now, the thing is about Nia is that as soon as we got to season 8 and we started looking at Sons of Garmadon and stuff, she became one of the best characters in the show. I think Seabound is one of the best seasons in the entire show. She's just amazing in it. But for those first 7 seasons, I found her quite jarring. I found that a lot of her costumes weren't really for me. I didn't really enjoy the whole Samurai X thing. I also think that before they revealed her as Samurai X for those first bits of the show, she didn't really get a lot of love and attention, and she got sidelined a lot throughout the show. And also, the love triangle with Cole and Jay is not something that I particularly enjoy. So I had to put her a little bit lower, but I just want to say there's no hate for Nia because I just think she's an awesome character. Next up in the number 9 spot, we have Sensei Wu. I know, low on Sensei Wu, but I had to put him there. For a few reasons. One, he doesn't often have a lot of outfit changes, and a lot of my love for Ninjago is based on minifigures and stuff, so he's a very simple character. I think that his Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu outfits are always really awesome. I really enjoyed that they changed some stuff up there. He's obviously really wise, and every time we get to see him fight, it's really awesome. He's been absent for Dragon's Rising, so we've not seen him in a while, which is a bit sad. And also, most of the show wouldn't have happened if Sensei Wu just told them the information they need to know. So I've got my beef with Sensei Wu there. He's an awesome character, and every time he plays that flute, it's like, ooh. Next up is a character that I've honestly just really grown to love over the past couple of years, and that's Pixel. I really enjoyed her in the original rebooted series. I loved it when she was the sort of Jarvis kind of AI in Zane's head, and she would help out a lot with the whole team. I thought that was great. And when she was revealed as Samurai X later on in the show, she just got even better. I love all of her sequences with Detective Zane. I think that's always really interesting. And also, I love her in Dragon's Rising. I thought her and Zane's connection is just awesome. I love seeing them on screen together. It makes me so happy. Next up on the list, we've got Lloyd, the Green Ninja, the Golden Ninja. A lot of people's favorite characters, I'll be honest. Now, he has the same sort of thing with Nia for me, in that for most of seasons 1 to 7, I found him a little bit annoying. I don't know if that's the voice. I don't know if it's because he had a lot of childish traits. Obviously, he is a younger character. He got aged up by that potion thing, but he's still, at the end of the day, he's still a lot younger than the rest of the team. And that always kind of shone through a bit for me. I think that I really started growing to like him during the final battle, and then after that, I felt that his character just dropped back a little bit. Which is a little bit sad, I'll be honest, but then as soon as the voice actor changed and he grew up a little bit, Sons of Garmadon, he's amazing in there. I think he's been great all the way through Dragon's Rising. I love that he's like a sensei to Aaron now, and Sora. I think that's really awesome. Yeah, love Lloyd, but he really picks up in the later seasons, so I couldn't put him down too high. Next up, I think this is the one that's going to really annoy people at how low he is. We've got Zane. I know he's like a number 1 for most people. I like him. I think in the bits where he really shines, he is like an S tier character, but I don't find myself consistently being as excited by him as a character. I don't know. I thought he was amazing in Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu, like the Ice Emperor stuff. I always thought that was amazing. I thought he was great in the Tournament of Elements. I thought he was awesome. Once again, he's another character that's been absent quite a bit in Dragon's Rising, which does make me sad a little bit. I've just realised I hadn't turned on, for the one Ninjago video I've done, I hadn't turned on my Ninjago minifigure shelf. God, Freddy, you need to lock in, man. But I was just going to say, I have a ton of Zane minifigures. I think Zane's one of the ones that I have the most minifigures for. I love him. I think he's a great character. I love his relationship with a lot of the different characters. Him and Pixel, him and Dr. Julian was always great. And the Ninja stuff is cool, but sometimes I do think the show his constant story beat is, I'm a robot, this is how we'll solve a problem. And I know it's a kid's show and that's his point, but I find myself getting less and less hooked on Zane stories as time goes on. Next up, it actually pained me not to put him high enough, but it's only because he featured in 2 seasons. I think it was 2 seasons, and it's Sensei Garmadon. Specifically the Sensei version. I love Lord Garmadon. He'd probably be like at number 11 on this list, but it's Sensei Garmadon. I think he's just awesome. Like, every single time he's on screen, I get hyped. I think he's better than Wu by a mile. I love his relationship with Lloyd and the rest of the ninja. I thought his whole side of things on the Tournament of Elements was great. I love his sort of like pacifist ideals as well, and the whole Art of the Silent Fist thing is great. And also the drip in every season he's in is immaculate. Unreal. Next up, we've got Kai in the number 4 spot. I love Kai. He was my favorite when I was younger. I think he's great. We all wanted him to be the Green Ninja. I think he's too much of a hothead. As I've grown up, like, there's still a part of me that's like, oh, I wish he was the Green Ninja, but at the same time, I'm like, I just don't think he was there, and I always really enjoyed his sort of true potential moment of realizing that he's not, and he's there to protect the Green Ninja. I always really, really like that as part of the story. His relationship with Lloyd is one of my favorite things in the whole show. I also love his romantic partner in Skylar. I think he's just got a lot of great little relationships with everyone. I also like the brother-sister dynamic between him and Nia. I always think that's really great. I think he really shone in seasons like Hands of Time, when he actually got like a lot of time to work for himself, which was great. And he's fantastic in all seasons like Sons of Garmadon and Hunted, which is always really fun. Next up, we have a character that was my number 1 for most of my life, and that's Jay. I love Jay. As I've grown up, some of his jokes do grate on me a little bit when I go back and rewatch. I do feel the sort of childish stuff a lot more from Jay than I do from the rest of them. Obviously, it's a kid's show, you're going to expect that, but Jay is really that anchor point for some of that comedy. But I do think he's really good. I think when he does actually get to have these emotional moments, it's great. I think him in Skybound was what really like solidified him as like a favorite character for me. I also just love the color blue, and I always thought if I could have superpowers, I'd want lightning powers, but that's besides the point. The thing I'm trying to say is that he's a great character, and when he really gets a moment to shine, he's just awesome. And I'm also going to say this, he had the best of the golden weapons. The nunchucks were unreal, and the jet was awesome. In the number 2 spot, we have Cole, who is just the best character in the whole show. Master of the Mountain really solidified that for me. Spinjitzu Burst, all that stuff with his mother. I think that's all amazing. Him looking for Wu during Sons of Garmadon was just awesome. I think Cole never fails to like hype me up. He's kind of shoved back a little bit in like the first couple of seasons because he's making way for Lloyd and Kai and that sort of thing. But when he really gets those moments, I get so hyped up. I think he's so great. I think he's a great leader. That's my biggest thing about Dragon's Rising that's really upset me. It's that he's not been around enough. Like, I don't mind all the stuff when he's in like the Land of the Lost or whatever it's called. Like, that's fine. I love that. I love that he's got a little family going on there, but I wish he would spend more time with the ninja because, you know, at the end of the day, they're his family too, and I'd like to see that a little bit more. He is just the best, and I just want to say RIP to Kirby Morrow. That broke my heart when that happened. I think Andrew Francis, whatever his name is, the new voice actor for Cole is great. I think he's awesome. But yeah, it is what it is. In the number 1 spot, I'll be honest, I've only just remembered this now, but he is my favorite character, so I don't know how it blanked my mind when I was listing the characters. We have Morrow. I think Morrow is so cool. Like, he's like the only villain I have on this list, really, and I just think he's just awesome. Like, his whole motivations throughout the season 5, I love how like childish he is in like his way of like, I want to be the Green Ninja sort of thing, and then his sacrifice at the end is just wonderful. I love that he came back in Dragon's Rising and he was like helping Ghost, and he was like proving to himself that he's still a good person. Oh my God, my heart when that happened. It's just so lovely. I love Morrow to pieces. I have multiple Morrows in my collection. I love Morrow. Well, everyone, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to like and subscribe down below. As I said, there's also a hype button down there if you want to see if these videos can do any better. Please give me your favorite characters in the comments as well. That'd be amazing. And any other Ninjago videos you would like to see here on this channel. Well, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Happy Day of the Departed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.